Big data is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Many companies have started gathering private user data and selling it to the highest bidder. Data privacy is the right of any internet user, but the ability to trust companies with private data is slimming. Just last year, Facebook violated its users' privacy by tracking their browsing history even after they logged out. Many corporations, such as Amazon, use smart devices like Alexa to collect data using surveillance tactics to push targeted ads. Location-based services has also frequently been used to track users' location. This data is sold to marketing companies to analyze what users do and to push targeted ads. Location-based data can also be breached by unwanted third parties and used for other purposes. This makes data insecure, which also makes collecting it unethical. Selling user information is a breach of trust with the user and is considered unethical by many parties. Unfortunately, these same large companies keep pushing the bounds of ethics in the technology field. Location-based services is the center of many controversial ethics issues. Making private information, such as the location of a user, public can lead to a number of issues. Snapchat became the focal point of this issue when they released Snap Maps. Snap Maps is a feature of Snapchat that gives users the ability to see their friends' location. This can be problematic if a bully or stalker manage to be added to their victim's friends list. Furthermore, location-based services are data mined by marketers, which is a breach in trust. Many users are unaware that they are even being tracked. The owner of Golden Shores Technologies, LLC, Eric Geidel, sold real-time location information of more than 50 million Android users to ad networks and other third parties. His app was a simple flashlight, but the business model was based on selling private information. This model is considered unethical by almost all businesses due to its breach of trust. Another company that pushed the bounds of ethics regarding location-based services is Facebook. Facebook tried to deploy a new feature that would recommend new friends based on their location. Many users expressed their concern over the fact that they might be recommended as a friend to a stranger that they have never met. Other ethical issues that arise from location-based services are users tracking family members or other spouses. This form of unethical behavior stems immediately from an authority figure making another user release their own private information. This information can also be gathered in the form of surveillance by other authority figures, like police and government. This information gathering technique is unethical as figures are spying on their own citizens without any direct reason. There are more threats that are associated with location-based services like identity theft. Criminals can use location data to steal identities when location data is disclosed.
Amazon's new product, Echo, is becoming very popular these days. This device is useful for streaming music, answering any questions, planning events for users, controlling devices around the home, and of course, buying products from Amazon. This device uses an artificial intelligence that is cloud-based, featuring a microphone that is always on, waiting for a command from the user to deploy it to many uses. Although this ever-present microphone seems like a great idea for the product at first, it does raise ethical questions based on the privacy of the user. Alexa will actually learn as you use it more, saving all recordings in a database back at Amazon. Amazon says that all the data is protected during transmission and securely stored, but should we trust what this billion-dollar company has to say about the recordings it gathers from the privacy of our homes? This gives way to the idea that someone may hack Amazon servers and leak vital information about its users. Perhaps Amazon may even sell information to a client if they felt that they could profit. As with all these up-and-coming devices, security and privacy are a main concern. Alexa could be used as a potential listening device. What if a user said something around Alexa that could put a legal case at risk? Would Amazon be allowed to disclose that information to prosecutors or police? These are the questions that most users would not think about, but it may put them at risk without their knowledge. Is it unethical to say the trigger word to record a conversation without someone's consent? Someone being recorded without knowing could have unforeseen consequences. Does Amazon use what you say to sell products to you? In this scenario, Amazon could listen to things you talk about and later show you advertisements based on what you're saying. It develops the more you talk to it, so in turn would know what you like or what you want.
Facebook privacy has been an issue for a lot of people recently. With Facebook mishandling their users' data, many users have lost trust in the website. Trust in Facebook privacy policies had been previously high and rising, but belief that Facebook has committed to users' privacy collapsed from 79% to 27% in 2017 to last month. 1 week after the first report that third-party app has passed data on 10 millions of Americans to Cambridge Analytica, a research firm that worked for Trump campaign, Facebook has tried to regain users' trust by announcing several measures to restrict how much data gets into the hands of developers. It has not yet made large changes that affects its own access to data, which is used to sell targeted advertising. Facebook uses a number of software tools to do this tracking. When internet users venture to other sites, Facebook can still monitor what you're doing. Software like with its like and share button, and it's something called Facebook Pixel, an invisible code that's dropped onto the other website that allows Facebook to see what users are doing and track users' activity. According to Peter Elsky, the chief computer scientist of Electronic Frontier Foundation, Facebook says Facebook can learn almost anything about you using artificial intelligence to analyze your behavior. However, Facebook aren't the only one who uses their data to profit. Google had to pay $22.5 million in 2012 for violating users' privacy data.
Overall, big data will always ride the line between unethical and ethical standards. With location services on the rise, the right for privacy for users' location is becoming more and more needed. Facebook has also put in the spotlight for unethical behavior such as logging user actions, even when they are not signed in or using the site. Amazon's Alexa is being questioned as well, as it could potentially listen in on users and target them with ads. All of these examples of big data pose a situation that they may be selling information to clients, information that is personal and should not be profited on. It should be the right for users of the internet to have security in their personal information, and any large company that violates this shows a clear sign of unethical behavior.